Welcome everyone, this is Blizzard and welcome to Blizzard Gaming guys. Today we are gonna be doing a different video. This video is about tips and tricks of Free Fire Battleground. So we're gonna be talking about top 10 that might be make you from a noob to a pro in Free Fire Battleground. So guys, we're gonna be starting from the easiest tip to the toughest one. So if you are new to this game, then you might not know my first 4 to 5 tips, but if you are older in this game and you have been playing this game for 1 to 2 months, so you might know my first 4 tips. So I remind you guys to watch my full video and then make an opinion about my video. Also guys, don't forget to hit that like and smash the subscribe button. So without wasting any further time, let's get into today's video. Tip number 1, learning about the guns. So guys, the very first thing for a beginner is to learn about guns. There are basically 4 types of guns. Yeah, one is shotgun, one which runs on AR ammo or assault rifle, and another one's SMG or short machine gun, and this sniper gun. So guys, I would recommend you, there are basically 3 slots in our guns, and I would recommend you guys to put your AR ammo gun like Scar or Ember 4A1 or SKS in your first slot. Put a shotgun in your second slot. That would be good for short ranges, which if you both your opponent and you are in the same house or closer to each other. And the third slot you might have make it empty or take another shotgun that's orange color. I don't know its name, so I'm sorry. So guys, there's an advantage of keeping a shotgun in your third slot. That is when the circle is small and there are only 5 to 8 people left in your circle, and you just come across in a loot box, then you should switch, and you got an AVM or a sniper, then you should switch your shotgun with the sniper, because sniper is god if you just headshot on a guy. So that would be advantage, because we also have a shotgun that would be in the third slot. So also I recommend you guys to keep a Scar or M4A1 or an AR gun in your first slot, because most of the time in the loot box we find another superb AR guns like Groza or many other things. So one more, I don't know its name as well, and so that's why an AR are much good than SMG is good for short ranging. But yeah, also I would recommend you to take your first gun, whatever you got it. I mean, like you might got a handgun, then also you have to take your first gun, because if you aim on handgun with a head, then you might get 110 at one time. That's what our punches get. But yeah, so it would be good for long ranging. So this was tip number 1, and let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is about when you got a shot and when you are fired by someone. Then the first thing you should do is just check out in your map and the red dot, because most probably the guy would not have a silencer or VSS or an SKS. No, SKS shows the location, or a VSS or a sniper. So you can just see his position, and then simultaneously you have to jump and just go behind a tree or a house or any obstacle, and you just have to watch out for that guy. Also guys, you have to look to where behind, if there are someone, then they might headshot you, so look at that also. So let's get into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is about killing the guy who had just shot at you, or maybe you had just spotted a guy. So when a guy is rushing towards you, you can just switch. I'm just continuing the last tip, and if that guy is rushing towards you, the thing you have to do is just switch to your AR gun or a sniper, and then just aim on his head by taking out your scope. Also, if you are good at throwing grenades and if you're not good, then just practice it. Then you can just throw in a grenade in front of him, then he can just instantly get killed by the grenade. Yep, that's all. And now let's just come, if you had spotted a guy, you can, if that guy is standing, just take out your scope and just bam bam headshot him. And if the guy is running, then you can just watch for his movement, and you can just headshot him or shoot him and play mind games with him. I mean, like, if you are okay, we will talk about this in another tips. So this was tip number 3. So let's get into tip number 4. Killing a guy who is in a house, or if you both are in house or the guy is closer to you. If the guy is in house, then you can just throw a grenade, or with your grenade launcher you can throw grenades, and you can just switch to your shotgun and just rush him, bam bam, headshot him, and you would be fine. Also, you keep in mind that that guy might be a pro, so he can just hear your footsteps or whatever. So you just have to play mind games with him, and that's what my tip number 5 is about. Tip number 5: playing mind games with your opponent. So if you have spotted a guy who is closer to you, or you both are around loot box, then what you have to do is just bind your steps so that he cannot hear you, and you just have to play mind games with him so that he cannot hear you, and he cannot identify your position where you are. So what you have to do is just switch to your shotgun. Remember that shotgun makes a lot of sound. All the guns makes a lot of sound when you switch them, so you have to do that earlier, and then you just have to play mind games. Then how can you play mind games with him? You just have to go here and there and here and there, and just you have to keep in mind that that guy must be above you, and his back would be on your face, so you can just headshot him up clearly. So you just have to practice it in your casual mode. And so let's just watch my mind games played by me. Tip number 6: countering the cars. Cars are literally overpowered in this game, but let me tell you clearly, the guys, that I hate cars. I never do drive the cars because I just hate them. I don't know, I don't like the cars in this game. So cars can be countered very easily, and I always used to counter a car. So first thing you have to do is you can just look at the map where the car is coming, and then just you have to go to one side of a tree, and if you are near the tree, and the car might never come in your house. So if you are in open area and there are trees near you, so you can just go to one side of the tree and watch out for the car to come closer to you, and just switch your place and just go to another side of the tree, so that, and then just to shoot him when the car is on the back. This would be just destroying the car, and you would be safe, fully safe. This is just a game of bull. Or you can also throw a grenade, guys. Let me tell you that all the new players don't like grenades mostly, and most of the pros like the grenades. I mean, like, they just, whenever they just find a grenade, then just take it up a sap, and that's all, because grenades are so much good at this game, and the noobs or the beginners have just thought that grenades are useless. That's why I would recommend you guys to use grenades as far as possible and as much as possible, because grenades are super overpowered, and they are super powered in this game. So this was tip number 6. Let's get into tip number 7. Tip number 7 is the tip you're waiting for this whole time. This would be help you to win every ranked match, or just to get a good position in ranked match, like in top 5 or top 8. So this is my personal idea, and I think many pros just use this, but I just found it by myself, so I would just take the credits. So yeah, that is, if you are in casual match, then you must go to places like mill and others which are peak and be must the strafe, that would just attract more people. But if you are in ranked match, then you have to just leave these places. You have to go to places where no people will be arriving. So those places you will find by yourself by just practicing and practicing. So you have to just wait there, just loot good, and then you have to rush towards the people and to those places where people would be there. And yeah, this was my tip about ranked match, about winning each and every game. Also, if you guys want a lot of kills in casual matches, then just go to the places like mill, Bimasakti Street, peak, as I already told, and just go to every loot box, because loot box gives you a lot of kills as well as a good gun. So you have to just farm on the loot boxes, because you have to just hide at a place where no one would spot you, and just bam bam kill all. Tip number 8. This is about headshotting all of the peoples and aiming. So if you are in same plane means if you are both are in a house and on the same floor, then you just have to take your aim on your head like this. So whenever you counters a guy or then your enemy, then you just have to shoot him, and that shot would be perfectly on the head. This is headshotting. You just have to practice this a lot of time. And if you are and if the guy is on the another floor and he's just above you, then you just have to wait for him by, or just throw a grenade. As I always used to say, grenades are so overpowered in this game. You can just throw a grenade or just walk over there so that the guy might know your presence and he just want to kill you, and just wait for him, just bait him out. And that's what I have to say in this tip number 8. Tip number 9. When the circle is small and only 3 to 4 people are left, then what you have to do is just go into the one end of the circle, and you just make sure that you are just one hand, and then just wait for your opponents to come. So this would be good because you are not revealing your place where you are. So but if you counter these situations, like you are on the one end of the circle and the next end is just on the opposite side, then you have to just do is go very sincerely. You should not reveal your place. You just keep in mind that you are not revealing your place to enemy. Now when the circle is small and most of the time the final opponent is behind the trees and there would be a tree behind the tree fight. So what you have to do is just throw a grenade. In this tip also, I would like you guys to throw a grenade on this. This is the best tip, and this are mainly used by pro players. Just throw a grenade on him and play mind games, and while throwing a grenade he would just run over here and there, and you can just aim on his head. And this was my tip number 9 when the circle was small. So tip number 10 and the final tip is just a small tip, and that is practice makes perfect. Yes guys, you just have to practice and practice. You just practice in casual modes, not ranked match, because it counts as just practice in casual modes. Just practice in casual matches and just go to places like, as I already said, Meal, Bima Sakti Strip, Peak, and you will find many people and you would get to learn a lot of things, and you can just use those skills which you have got from casual matches to a ranked match, and you can just be the pro one like many others. I don't know their names. And so yeah, this was today's video. Hope you liked and enjoyed it. If you liked it, then hit that like button, and also don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Peace out.